inspire him to succeed. He's working out of the Advanced Communicator series called Storytelling. His project tonight is on the folk tale. With a speech entitled Daddy's Little Boy, it's Mr. Energy himself, Mr. Excitement, Jamal Scott.
Thank you, everybody. Everybody knows I recently turned 21. Woohoo! I'm legal. But when I was 6 years old, I was always asking my daddy, "Can I go with you?" Even when I was 6 years old, "Can I go with you?" He said, "Sure." One year he took me on a motorhome to Daytona Beach for bicycling. I've never seen so many bikes in my life. Seeing vroom, 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 all the way down the beachfront. Well, me and my dad, we wore our cowboy boots. Most of the times I was on the swing, but he rides away on his bike, going to concerts and all that. Then he had a bike. He took me on a journey on his silver wing with no handles on the back. I just held on to my dad when I was that young, watched the wind whip it through my hair, especially on the highway, going over the Skyway Bridge. Then he took me on his truck, his old school 1974 yellow Silverado truck. I had so much fun with my daddy. He taught me so many lessons. Like one time we changed the oil in the car. Another time my dad was there, he took me to karate class. That was good because it teach me self-discipline. And then me and my dad, I used to call him my best friend. As soon as I grew up and more, I began to learn how the lessons my dad taught me affected my life. My mom tells me all the time, "Boy, you act just like your daddy." I said, my mom's like, "You are your daddy's child." I am. Now that my dad passed away 6 years ago, I remember what the last words he said to me. He was at the Skyway restaurant right off 49th and 18th. New Year's Eve 2003. I was at home watching Dick Clark, his rockin' New Year's Eve. The band was playing with LFO. I heard the ring on the telephone. Ring, ring. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "Jamal, this is your dad." Then he said, "I will be back home soon." I didn't know then that would be my last time hearing from my dad. I woke up somebody woke me up knocking on my door. It was my mom. We walked into the living room. My grandma and her friend were standing there, tears running down their eyes. They told me, "Somebody shot your dad." After 4 a.m. on that morning, they tried to take him to the hospital. My dad was dead. My sister was the last person to hold my dad. He took his last breath in her arms. His best friend shot him. Then I wrote something like that. I wrote something like this. When I was 14 years old, my dad was shot dead. 5 years followers. Why was it me that didn't grieve at the time of the scene? I was at the casket. My mom and my sisters were bawling. I stood there, held my emotions inside. I was shocked to see my dad's body lying motionless, hoping one day they would come right through that door and say, "I'm home." That day never happened. I remember on one Halloween, he dressed up as a ninja. Now, he had to dress up as a scary dude with a ninja mask on. on Halloween. I dressed up as a Power Ranger. Whatcha? The Yellow Ranger. No, not the Yellow Ranger. Let me see. I'm black, so I should be the Black Ranger. I get that all the time. So I know the lessons that my dad taught me. He taught me how to succeed in life. So I promised my dad one thing. He said, promise me just one thing, Jamal. I said, what, Daddy? What? He's like, Jamal, I want you to go to college, become a success, and become a productive part of this. I want you to become a productive part of this world. I said, yeah, I will, Dad. I will do that. Coming up from 6 years old up to 18, then to graduate high school. I was the second person to graduate high school of my family. My sister was the first one. My parents never graduated high school. But my dad wasn't there, but I knew he had the best seat in the house. Looking down on me, smiling, saying, good job, son. That's your chance to succeed. Go on to college. Then I went to SPC. Stood there for about a semester. Heard about this great opportunity at PTEC, Pinellas Technical Education Center in Clearwater. So I went there, took up a trade of customer service by doing computers and Microsoft applications like Microsoft Word, Access, Excel, and PowerPoint. Got my certificate in customer service in 4.5 months. But I want to go back to college and fulfill the one last thing I promised my dad. To get my degree, something else that I want to see. Go to a university that I can succeed in. Get my certification in either criminal justice, mass communication, or becoming a sound technician. All I was Daddy's little boy who loves to please. Thank you very much.